So thank you so much for being here today. We're excited to have you. If you just want to start maybe talking about like yourself and how you got into this and yeah, like some of the stuff that you've done.
Okay, well, my name is Linda Stevens. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm also a licensed practical nurse, which I've been since I was 19 years old. Um, I went to school to get my master's in social work, primarily because I was working in a male prison at the time. And anytime an inmate was crying, they would send them up and talk to me. So I figured I might as well get the education and the credentials so that I could do that full time. Um, I think there's different people in the world that almost always have this invisible arrow over their head that says, talk to me, I will help you. And that's kind of how it's been my whole life. I went to graduate school, at 50, which I was one of the older students in school, but came with a whole host of experiences and all that I share with my colleagues, and especially my younger colleagues that didn't have that perspective yet. So I'm a very proud graduate of UConn School of Social Work in Connecticut, go Huskies. And I've been doing the private practice 14 years.
Cool.
The nursing always is wonderful because I always look at people with kind of really comprehensive eyes. There's the medical eyes, the nursing eyes, as well as the mental health perspective. So it serves me, and I think it serves my clients well.
So then when you take on a new client, like what's your first step? Like do you start, I know that we've talked about kind of just bridging that gap and making a relationship with your client, but like what do you find your first few steps?
The first few steps, I think, are to engage, which is social work babble, for making the person feel comfortable in your office and felt heard, and more or less get from me, I can help you. So to me, I think you and I have discussed it. There's got to be a click, because if you don't, you're not going to share with what needs to be shared, and I'm not going to be able to help you if I don't really know what the real deal is. So for me, it's engagement, engagement, engagement.
Do you think people have like ideas of therapy before they come in? And do you find that to be a challenge when they start with them?
I do think people have preconceived ideas about what therapy is. And more times than not, I can tell you people will come in here after a session or whatever and say, oh, you're not quite like anyone else I've ever talked to. And I think that's really important. I think the world has a version of a therapist as someone who's, starchy and staunch and, just kind of sits there and goes, and well, how did that make you feel? And to me, that's not how I operate. But I think with men, boys, men, whatever you want to call them, they have a very different perspective of what therapy is. And they would rather cut off limbs than talk to somebody about how they feel. So with the guys in here, when I can get them and I can hook them, they come back. But I do think there is a preconceived idea of what therapy is, and it's not even close to the real deal.
I know, like for me, I was really nervous about getting a diagnosis and like what that would mean.
Mm-hmm.
So like, do you want to just talk about like what that process looks like and typically what that means for patients afterwards?
Well, a diagnosis is very important. First of all, to get the right one. But from my perspective, I always try to use the most benign diagnosis that I can. First of all, it's a label. Unfortunately, you do have to give insurance companies something, or they don't pay for the sessions, which is not primary. I mean, money's part of it, but it's not what drives me. So the diagnosis is very important. I tend to go with something, as I said, adjustment disorder, and sometimes can be with like depression or anxiety. And it just says that there's a stressors that's causing you more than the normal average amount of anxiety or depression. So especially with a young person, because you're, at your age, Mackenzie, you're an interesting young woman, but your brain's not done yet. You're not done cooking till you're 27, 28, 29. So I would really be thoughtful about a diagnosis for a young person. And with kids, it's even more so. I do see some young kids in here, and to label them with a diagnosis at that point is just, it's harmful.
So then how do you think do your sessions vary? You kind of talk about having kids and then like young adults. Do your sessions vary for young adults and then adults that are like in starting in like 30 where their brain is fully developed?
Yeah, well, you have to fine tune it to each person that comes in. When you're working with kids, there's a lot of play therapy in here. We'll play a game, and that's when I slide my questions in, or we'll do some artwork, and they'll, okay, draw me what your family looks like, and it's been kind of really interesting to see what the kids come up with. Whereas, somebody like, your age, maybe we'll talk about music or movies or something like that, a commonality. And I know that I've done it with you. Tell me what you're listening to all the time. And I make it a point to check out the music and see what's going on, because it's such a conduit for connection.
Yeah,
And then
definitely.
when you get the older people in here, it's like, you ask about an experience and you let them tell their story.
Do you feel like what do you think are the biggest challenges with like college students and like my age coming into therapy?
I think some of it's trying to figure out exactly where you're at and what the issue is, because there is so much going on. You've got school, you've got all these expectations from teachers, from parents, and in my business, the word potential can be a dirty word, because that's putting more pressure on somebody that's already got some pressure going on. Um, so it's, yeah, and I think it's important that you feel that you're important and listened to. That I'm not just another adult who, yeah, okay, this is what you should do. No, 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 no. That's not what it's about.
Definitely. So if you could give any advice to students or like again young 20-year-olds that are thinking about therapy or just struggling with their mental health, what would you say to them?
I I tell people all the time, try me on. Come in for a session. If we click, we work. If it doesn't click, okay, no worries. I usually won't even bill or submit any paperwork for the session, and I'll refer you somewhere else. But it's, come try me on. Come see what it's like.
Do you think what do you think are the biggest drawbacks? Like why do you think kids my age are like, hesitant?
Well, I think some of it's the stigma. Oh, I'm talking to a therapist, I'm crazy, whatever that word means. So, I really think that's part of it. Um, and again, I think you're busy. Where do I fit this in between school, job, homework, friends, and trying to have a social life? So it's prioritizing yourself, and I think especially as women, we don't do enough of that.
Yeah.
We think
No,
about
I really agree.
everybody else, and we're the last ones at the end of the day.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I really appreciate you talking to us about this. I know I have a lot of friends that struggle with it and just don't really know where to begin. Um, so when finding a therapist, like I feel like it's a daunting task. You gonna recommend like maybe talking to a few and seeing where that goes, and where should they start looking for someone?
Well, there's a bunch of different, you can go online, you can go on Psychology Today. Actually, most of the clients that come in here are through word of mouth. I don't have to advertise or whatever, and I think we met through an EAP, didn't we?
Mhm.
Excuse me. So that was like luck of the draw. Um, so let me ask you a question. As a therapist, what do I need to do to better serve you?
I don't know. Honestly, I think you've really hit everything for me. I feel better. I look forward to therapy. It's like my favorite time of the week because I can just come and talk to you and it's your super open door policy and it's like super non-judgmental. I don't think there would be a thing that I would change about it. I know before I was very nervous about getting a diagnosis and what that would mean for me. But I think you handled it really well and you were like, this is what's happening and this is how it's going to go. And I think you've just been very transparent and open with me. I don't think I would change. I wouldn't think I would change anything.
Okay.
And I think like you said, we got really lucky because through like Connecticut College, where my mom worked for, we were paired together. And I really, like I said, I really wouldn't change anything. I think it's helpful that I can like text you on the weekends because obviously my worst days aren't always the days we have appointments.
I agree.
So I feel like you've really met me in the middle and that's helped me feel comfortable. And I think of you as like my support bubble now.
Sure.
It's like part of my inner circle. So I really don't think I would change anything. I'm really happy with where we've gone and like me getting a diagnosis and starting medications and having a team doctor and meeting with Kyle, IAPRN, I feel better. I'm getting better. And yeah, I don't know. Like you said, you brought it up too, where it's not a cure all. We work a long time, but yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling better. And so there's nothing, I wouldn't change anything because I don't want to change that I am like feeling better and happier.
That's awesome.
Do you find like most of the time, do you think you can help people like get to a better place with their mindset and mentally and everything?
I have to say, I've been really lucky with the clients that I click with, which has been for the most part anyone who's walked into my office. Yeah, I like to think that I help, but it's the hard work of my clients that gets them to where they need to be. I think I've told you before, my job is to open the door and turn on the light. You have to walk through, and you've worked really hard, um, to, feel better about things. And without your hard work, it doesn't matter how good I am. It doesn't get us anywhere.
Yeah.
So, I'm always happy when I jump in with somebody and, we're heading towards the same goal together, and it's a kind of a double-edged sword when people say goodbye. I'm happy about it, that they don't need the support anymore, but then there's people that I really miss, and you'll be one of them.
How long do you typically see clients? Is there like no, I don't know. I guess everyone's different, right? So there's no cookie cutter way, but do you have like an average?
I've had people that have been working with me off and on for 14 years, and I have
Okay.
people that come in for 3 sessions and it's bye. So it really depends on. I have a lot of people that come back, what we call them tune-ups.
Mhm.
They'll will work on the issue, they'll go on their way, and they'll come back, which is kind of cool too, because then you get to see how people have grown since the last time you interacted with them.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Like I said, I really appreciate you coming on. If anyone has any questions or if they want to reach out to you, what is the best way to reach out to you?
Well, I know you have my email, so they can certainly reach out that way. Or if it's somebody that you're really connected with, shoot me a text and have them shoot me a text.
Sounds good. Again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I think I'm really excited to share this with everyone and just kind of open some doors.
Yeah. I think I was most excited to see your whole face.
I know.
don't think I've been here before. You'll turn out all the lights, I'll shut the door. Feels like no time passed, I can't be sure. Found me a brand new feeling, maybe it's the cure. Feels like no time passed, I can't be sure. Found me a brand new feeling, maybe it's the cure.
Hey, my name is Mikaela Jane. I'm coming to you live-ish from my bedroom in Philadelphia. I have 3 songs for you all today, and the first of which is a cover of a John Lennon song that I think encapsulates pretty well how all of us have been feeling. It's called Everybody Had a Hard Year.
Everyone had a hard year, everyone had a good time, everyone put their boot in, everyone felt the sunshine, everyone had a hard year, everyone put their head down, everyone pulled their socks up, everyone put their feet down. Ooh, everyone. Ooh, everybody. Everyone had a hard year, everyone put their feet up, everyone got a facelift, everyone picked a new cup, everyone had a hard year, everyone had a good time, everyone put their boot in, everyone
This next song is an original. I wrote it while living by myself in another country, and I kept waking up in the middle of the night and wishing that somebody special was with me.
By some miracle of God, I find myself alone with you tonight. What's the old adage? It's like forever's always worth the fight. I won't ask too many questions, 'cause I don't wanna know if what we love at midnight fades in tomorrow's glow. But I wonder if it's morning where you are, or if like me you carve sweet nothing in the dark about new beginnings, and if they're ever real. New beginnings, I forgot how they feel until tonight. Try to sleep through to the break-in, but I always wake with moonlight. Reflect on empty pages, I'm in knots and I'm untied. One man's wishful thinking might be a mirror in your touch. If I ever learn the difference of love and caring too much, and I know that it's a morning where you are, but I want you for my own sweet nothing in the dark, my new beginning. Now, if they're ever real, new beginnings, I forgot how they feel. New beginnings, I let this one be real. I know how I feel. Let this one be real by some miracle of God.
My last song is also an original. It's titled Evangeline, and I wrote it about the story of Evangeline and Gabriel, the two lovers that spent their whole lives looking for one another without realizing that they were one town apart, sometimes even in the same town. And I'm using it as a metaphor for the way that I was feeling for a really long time while dealing with depression and trying to get through that, whereas, you feel not in your own life, not connected to your own life. And so I really appreciate the mission of Hope for the Day, and I appreciate Zie for having me and for putting this together, and I appreciate all of you for listening. And yeah, this is Evangeline.
Evangeline, between your heart and my heart, don't know what you need. Watch your life unfolding from beneath the sea. Evangelina, when you're lost, stay where you are. Gabriel is never far.
Thank you guys again. Thank you for having me, Z, and Hope for the Day. Thank you for the work that you do, and much love to all of you.
Hi, we're Corduroy, and we're going to play some songs for you today. This song is called Hope You Get the Gist. How do you stop a heart from breaking? The remedy I cannot find. Lost sight of who I was. Did you ever really care? Every day it gets easier, every day it gets better, and I'm fine. I'll be alright. How do you stop a heart from breaking? Can't find the words to call you out. You forgot me, only saw what you wanted to see, and now we're done. Every day it gets easier, every day it gets better, and I'm fine. I'll be alright. Found myself again. Look in the mirror, I like what I see. A reflection that is only me. Oh, every day it gets easier, every day it gets better, and I'm fine. I'll be alright. I'm better off without you. 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 How do you stop a heart from breaking? Woo woo. Alright, this song's called Darlin'. It's like we're two positives, and I think for sure, and I wanna be close. We dance together in my dreams. You're my somebody to love. I This song's called Monday. I've had my eye on you, never thought you'd look my way. Now I go out every weekend in hopes of seeing your face to recreate the feeling when I saw you for the first time. Gazing into your eyes, getting lost in your smile. So now I'm waiting on the weekend to see if you're in town. Heads on a swivel now, hoping that you're around. My friends, they tell me not to worry, there's always someone else. So now I'm waiting on the weekend. I'm waiting on the weekend. Yeah. I keep on searching, but you seem to be a ghost. And if I saw you, I wouldn't let you go before I said something to you. Revealing feelings, let 'em all show through. So now I'm waiting on the weekend to see if you're in town. Heads on a swivel now, hoping that you're around. My friends, they tell me not to worry, there's always someone else. So now I'm waiting on the weekend. I'm waiting on the weekend. Yeah. So now I'm waiting on the weekend to see if you're in town. Heads on a swivel now, hoping that you're around. My friends, they tell me not to worry, there's always someone else. So now I'm waiting on the weekend. I'm waiting on the weekend. Yeah. Hopefully.
Hello, thank you so much for making it this far. Super excited to be able to present all this music to you. And please donate for Hope for the Day. They do some really dope stuff, as we talked about kind of earlier. And so I'm going to play a couple covers from you and a couple of my own personal tracks. And we're going to start with a cover of Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but oh, it's home with me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk my shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I'm walking divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge, and where I walk alone. Read between the lines, what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk my shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk the empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk up. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. So this next one is a song I wrote a while ago. It's off of an upcoming project, which I'm super stoked about. But it's super confessional, and so I'm excited to play it for you guys. But give me a... And I'm really excited to hear your thoughts, and we'll just we'll see where it goes. Let's see. Make sure I am There we go. You're still on the plane home. I'm still on the bathroom floor, calculating how to properly spell I miss you. 'Cause it's way too hard to look you in the eyes and say, baby, I'm slipping. So if I die tomorrow, where do I go? 'Cause heaven and hell feel so far apart from you. It's clear to me as I struggle to breathe, I'll never be able to meet what you perceive. And I'm working on dying, this voice screams in my head the nastiest things. Go fuck yourself, you can die. Go fuck yourself. 'Cause it's way too
hard to look you in the eyes and say, baby, I'm slipping. So if I die tomorrow, where do I go? 'Cause heaven and hell feel so far apart from you. So if I die tomorrow, where do I go? 'Cause heaven and hell feel so far apart from you. Ooh. Yeah, song is called Slippin'. That'll hopefully come out soon. And you guys listen all the time. This next one is another one of my favorites by My Chemical Romance. Let me know what you think of this album. And I think it's great. And yeah. Well, I was there on the day they sold the crowns to the queen. And when the lights all went out, I watched the lives on the screen. Fuck! Okay. Can you just scroll back up and then we'll just cut. Just a light cut it.
Of course.
What does it do? The day. I was going too fast. That was my fuck up.
Well, god damn it, why can't I get the bloody auto scroll?
Well, I was there on the
There we
day
go.
they sold the cars for the queen.
Yep, there we go, that's better.
Well, I was there on the day they sold the cars for the queen. And when the lights all went out, I watched our lives on the screen. I hate the ending myself, but it started with an alright scene. It was the roar of the crowd that gave me heartache to sing. It was a lie when they said you won't feel a thing. And as we ran from the cops, we laughed so hard that it would sting. If I'm so wrong, how can you listen all night long? Now will it matter after I'm gone? Because you never learn a goddamn thing. You're just a sad song with nothing to say about a lifelong wait for a hospital stay. And if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant nothing to ya. I spent my high school career spit on and shoved to agree, so I could watch out my heroes sell a car on TV, bring out the old guillotine. We'll show 'em what we all mean. Yeah, yeah. If I'm so wrong, how can you listen all night long? Now will it matter after I'm gone? Because you never learn a goddamn thing. You're just a sad song with nothing to say about a lifelong wait for a hospital stay. And if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant nothing to ya. So go away, just go run away. Where did you run to? And where did you hide? Go find another way. The price you pay. Oh, oh, oh. You're just a sad song with nothing to say about her lifelong wait for a hospital stay. And if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant nothing to ya at all.
Ooh. Yeah, that's actually my favorite My Chemical Romance album. And yeah, let me know what you think of that album. I'm writing my project on it for my senior project, so a jam, I personally think. And this last one today is my new single that just came out. Whoop whoop. I wrote it as a acceptance for who you are, and just for me, it's helped my mental health and growth as I have just, trying to accept myself and knowing that I will eventually find the right person that accepts and loves me too, and we'll get there. So this is Love Me.
Leave the lights on all night. If it'll help you sleep through it all. It's okay if I don't make that call. 8 a.m. was pretty early anyways. Love me like you do. It's no question. I'll see the night through. Love me like you do. You make it easy to stay up with you. Don't worry about your scars. I love them like I love you. You like to cover them up with tattoo. I've got tattoos too. Crossroads won't be that hard. I'll hold your hand and decide with you. Let me know when you have a heavy heart. You're not alone. I got you. Love me like you do. You make it easy to stay up with you. Love me like you do. It's no question. I got you. Love me, love me, love me, love me, love me.
And thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate everyone's support and listening. And please donate for Hope for the Day. They do really dope stuff. Thank you to everyone that helped make this show a dream come true. And I'm super excited to connect with all of you. Hit me up in the comments.
I am falling apart. to the sunrise.